Hello. So, I'm Frederico. I work close to Flavio, and I follow up his work for some time. And actually, I'm more normal developer, not compiler developer. And when Flavio wrote the JavaScript, Perl to JavaScript first version, I really saw that can be useful. So, this talk specifically is about how we are trying to make a website to teach new Perl programmers using the Perlito JavaScript backend. So, Flavio already spoke about Perlito, so we'll just skip that. So, I'm the lazy user of Perlito. So, I keep following up stuff, and what motivates me, it's fun. I suck at compilers. I didn't make classical computer science university, so I'm trying to learn more about compilers, so I follow up the work of Flavio. So, he explained that already. So the other motivation is like I'm Brazilian, and you know, Perl is dying. I mean, Ruby also. So the Brazilian community works for Booking, CPN, or Amazon, or move away from whatever country. So we kind of in extinction in Brazil, and the other ones that are too old and retired, and actually, I'm kind of being toying with that stuff, but we really don't have a new generation of Perl programmers in Brazil. I mean, I'm one of the youngest, and that is terrible, because I'm not that young. So, we are trying to write the site to real newbies, and that is important point. In Portuguese, because by cultural reasons, most of Brazilians doesn't speak English. Me neither, but I try. But actually, we have two problems. That one is we have terrible schools, and another is cultural. People doesn't like to learn English. So I'm repeating myself here. Blah 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 blah, boring, blah blah blah. So it's easier to show the stuff. Well, let's see. Not questions yet. So actually, this is the output of Perlito compiler.
Can you make this a bit bigger?
Bigger. So let's see. Okay?
That's great.
So, Flavio wrote that. And when you download Perlito, so I already did that. It's too small?
No, this is fine, I can read this better.
Okay. This is the GitHub stuff. I just cloned that. I did a make that I don't remember, build 5GS, right? So, I don't remember, but it's a makefile, it's build 5 browser. So, what happened is, one thing that I really, when you see Flavio doing that, is really awesome, because he compiled the Perlito itself to JavaScript, and that JavaScript can read Perl and compile to JavaScript. And that's awesome, because you assemble a page like that, and you see here, this is Perl, right? And direct on the browser, I didn't plan that too much. I can see my mouse, yeah. Oh, where is the button? Didn't work with me doesn't look the... Okay. So you run, it compiles, and here is the JavaScript output that actually is the same Perl code translated, and here is the output. Cool stuff, really. And it runs, if you take like learning Perl book, it runs almost all examples, except I/O and some, like Until. I was discussing with Flav today. So with that, I assembled a website that is Portuguese. So there are a website called Go that actually to learn Go. But most of the sites works like you type some code, or he really check the exact match of the code to check if the code was correct, or it goes to a backend and runs the code in whatever server. And that is not quite good if I want to run a website like that. I want people screw up stuff. And if someone makes... There are a lot of security and stuff that you don't want to give a shell like that to customers or to people learning. So having that compiling Perl script in JavaScript is awesome. So it's blah 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 in Portuguese, but actually it's a hello world. So what's cool about that? Since it's Perl, I say here, hello India, but not anymore. Olá Mundo, Portuguese version. I wrote wrong, so it's still red. Okay, I did my first Perl program. But it's Perlito. So we can really leave the user playing with that. That's awesome. So you can do also oops, not array, but can be array. Ah man, I'm a bit nervous, so I can type correctly. Will work, Flavio?
There's a typo there.
Where?
Joins.
Oh yeah, sure. That won't work, Flavio. Bang. And actually, it's running, because if I made an error here, so actually it's a way to, if I want to teach someone to learn Perl, and a string beginning, it's not hard code the Perl, and that is what I like. There are 1,000 ways to do stuff, so you can experiment live, and Perlito has his limits, but for beginners, really works well. So I wrote a website that is not, but you have the lessons, so you can go up and go into the lessons. Okay. Next one, blah blah blah, attribution of variable, and there goes on. And you can play a lot with hashes, structures, but I can do a lot of stuff. So I wrote 4 lessons, and it's all in Portuguese. It's on GitHub if someone wants to translate to English or to whatever. And that's my evil plan to broadcast to Portuguese speakers again. Thanks, Fabio, again. And if you have some questions, it's not that difficult. If you have some questions about JavaScript compiler, you ask Flavio.
It's a very interesting idea. This all happens in the browser. Do I understand that correctly?
Yes.
Yeah. You can also use a phone. If you go to the URL, you can open it in your phone. It will execute Perl in your browser in the phone.
iPad. I tried on iPad. I tried on my iPhone. I tried on Windows Phone. I'm one of the weird guys that like that. Work.
Very
So,
cool.
my problem now is writing the lessons, but actually I'm copying learning Perl. Nobody tells the guys that wrote the book about that. And,
He would be happy to hear it.
and that is. Fine. Actually, these are the GitHub address. If you want to have a look on the lessons, you can catch up with me after. And that is.
Very cool.